Alright, folks. We're gonna do another now. This time is white. Okay. E6. Knight F3. My favorite line. Inviting the BOGO. He's playing the Queen's Indian, is it? Alright, now we're gonna look to play E4. Where do I go? Do I just pressurize his bishop? Do I leave that? He's gonna play knight here, so now I have to pin him. And if he attacks my bishop, I take the knight. If queen takes, then I play... well, it'll be nice to have knight e5 at some point. I may just play g3, actually. This looks like a good diagonal if I can get there before he does. I don't know, though. No, I'm not going to do that. Just because when the opponent does play b6, yeah, that's the plan. And I guess I don't want to trade off the light square bishop. I would, however, like to push my pawn here. Excuse me. He's doing a good job holding down e5. Almost to the point where I'll be tempted to play f3, e4. Alright, let's get this bishop out of here, huh? If he takes, I will happily accept this bishop pair. Thank you very much. And if you want to take this knight while you're at it, go ahead. My pawn structure won't be bad at all. Having two doubled pawns protecting my my D and E pawn pushes. Forever keeping this bishop, well, not the bishop, but these queenside pieces out of the game, practically. That moves a big old question mark. Is he going to play c5 and then knight back? Look, that's an awfully slow plan to be playing. Possibly it's okay, I guess, but I don't know. I really want to play e4, but that's not happening. I'll have to settle for this. Bishop d3 will be nice. Always fighting for this square here on e5. So yeah, as expected, I'll always allow takes because then I boost my center, freeing up my bishop with a pawn push eventually. So let's do this. Pretty clear-cut move there. Always I'm happy to see c takes d at any time, undoubling my pawns. Open up the bishop. I'm gonna get castled, put a rook on the c file. Maybe start using this little minority attack here with a4, a5. Uncover attacks on the bishop there. C takes d, just as I was hoping. So he's got to play knight c7 now to at all justify his plan over here on the queen side. So he wants to pressurize this pawn, huh? It's never going to be a problem for me. All my pieces have easy access to defending the square. Every single one of them except for my dark square bishop, in fact. Maybe now I do have e4. If I play e4, bishop takes, knight's pinned. I do want a castle though. I can play on the king side, on the queen side, I can play on the center. I just have to figure out really where my big plans are. The good thing about e4 is it really prompts him to worry about e5. Then h6. Pawn takes. Pawn takes. Pawn takes. Possibly. Do I want to go forth with that before castling or after? Let's do it afterwards. I feel like there isn't so much of a rush that I have to do it right away. Having a rook on the f file is always nice too. I may not even move this rook again for a while. So I can get f4 in. Just start really pushing up the center. So that's a good move in that it stops this, but I mean, I don't know. I think there is a but. And the but is it's blocking this bishop. Gives me e5. In some lines that could be a nuisance. I can protect it. If I take it, he can't play bishop takes because then I win the knight. Let's see if he goes for that. Just don't play bishop takes, buddy. It's a 20-minute game. You have over 20 minutes on the clock. You want to think before you capture. Open lines. Queen takes. I need to come up with something here. Let's think of something good. I've always got this queen check. If bishop blocks, obviously I'd take the knight. Queen here, queen block. Yeah, this is good. This is good. I like every variation here that I calculated. Oh, that was a blunder. Yeah, I win. Good game, guys. And so yeah, queen there was just a sloppy move. He's obviously there was obviously a ton of pressure on his position. It was hard to find a good defense at that point. I think White's positional advantage would have won him the game anyway. Him being me. Alright, so we're going to copy this PGN and run it through the engines. How do you like that graph? That's pretty cool, huh? I had the advantage almost the entire game, and right in the middle somewhere I gave him a few opportunities, but wasn't enough. Still pretty even, and then I really took the lead. There we go. Oh, cool, it's the Queen's Indian Defense Kasparov variation. I didn't know that's what it was called. I didn't know Kasparov had his own variation in this opening. Shows what I know, but it did feel like a position I've had many times. Apparently thousands of games have been played in this very line. So we're still main line here. And suddenly, a3, new novelty. Computer thinks bishop takes here is pretty solid and pretty good for black, but I feel like it helps white. And this position's been, this is actually a book position. The book move in here is h6, as I would have expected, but he played knight there, and that I think really helps white. That was just the wrong move, I think. So I just solidified my pawn structure. He played that move. Once again, I feel like when he captured, that was a positional mistake. My intuition seems to agree with the computer's initial thoughts. C takes, pretty much a no-brainer. rook over, just castling. Computer likes that as well. Now he plays d5, which definitely was a blunder according to the computer. C takes is just practically winning, wow. Now he plays queen takes d5, as we all know was a huge mistake because of this tactic right here. Queen a4. Good game. Double question mark. Alright. Well, it was a good game.